The final boss, Annihilation, is very tough, but if you follow this simple guide, you should be able to complete it fairly easily. I'm showing this on the veteran difficulty, as I want to be able to help out the majority of players, especially the players a bit newer to the Remnant series. Most new players will be on veteran or lower difficulties, so please don't hate on me for not doing this guide on Apocalypse. The biggest universal tip is to turn your music volume off. This will allow you to hear the in-game dodge indicating sounds a lot easier. Most of the attacks have a loud noise warning you when to dodge an attack. To make this as easy as possible, equip the Engineer and Invader archetypes. We want the Engineer for his overclocked turret and the Invader for its Void Cloak skill. The turret will be doing higher damage and returning 5% of that damage back to us as health regeneration, thanks to the Soul Link ring. The Void Cloak ability acts as 3 automatic dodges that we may have mistimed. This is huge for keeping us alive longer. This first stage is the easiest of the two. So to start, we want to put our turret down and then overclock it so it deals much more damage. To overclock it, you just need to hold that skill button down and your player will activate it by pressing the buttons on your forearm. I recommend the Enigma as your pistol because it's the best at destroying the red orbs the boss creates. If these aren't destroyed quickly, they will home in on you and deal massive damage. The Enigma will arc between the orbs and deal with them with ease. Listen here for the audio indicators on when to dodge. For the relic, I use the shielded heart for the extra survivability if you mistime a dodge. However, try to save them all for the next stage as it's much harder to time. And as you can see, I'm using the Eclipse bow. This is due to its higher damage and built-in mod that provides large amounts of health regeneration. You want to use this mod whenever it's available. And I'll show you all the rings and build used at the end that help speed up health regeneration and mod use. Now we also want to be using the Invader's Void Cloak skill whenever it's ready. You'll need its help with all the dodging to come. When you see the red grid attack, you need to aim for the clear sections as the red areas will deal big damage. The boss will do wide sword sweeping attacks, so listen out for a distinctive ding noise on when to dodge. There is much more background noise here, so it can be harder to hear than in the first stages. The boss will begin to teleport us in and out of different areas, and you can see I make a lot of mistakes here. However, using this build, I regenerate my health quite quickly. It can feel a bit overwhelming in this stage, but just remember to keep using your turret when you get a chance and your Eclipse mod to melt the enemy health bar and provide important health for us. I won't speak as much here, so you can get used to the dodge sound indicators. But just quickly, you can always make this easier if you want to use consumables, as some of them are very powerful. The longer you have your turret down, the less time you need to spend trying to shoot the boss. You can focus more on when to dodge as your turret does the hard work for us. Here you can see I really messed up. I needed to shoot those red orbs with my bow as the Enigma couldn't reach them. Because I didn't destroy them, they almost took my full health bar down to 0. Here you can see the massive damage the Eclipse Bow's mod does, and it regenerates my health bar to full in a very short amount of time. And that's it! I recorded this video on my second attempt using this build, so it can definitely be completed even easier if I practice the dodging more. But the reason I created this build video for us is so we don't need to spend hours practicing if we don't want to. I'll show you the rings and amulets now that make this possible. First up, I use the Difference engine, which provides 20% extra damage and 1.5% health regen when a shield is active. This pairs perfectly with our Shielded Heart relic. The Fey Shaman ring gives more health regeneration and faster relic use speed. This helps us activate our Shielded Heart quicker, as we don't get much breathing room in the second stage. Burden of the Marina ring for better skill cooldown and mod generation. Farron's Sigil ring for mod power generation with every critical and weak spot hit. This enables us to use the Eclipse Bow's mod much more frequently. For the Eclipse Bow, I'm using the Supercharger Mutator to rapidly increase my fire rate. And the Enigma is using the Bandit Mutator for increased ammo and the fire rate. One last tip is to attempt this fight solo and not with others, because once you add more players, the boss will hit you much harder and take way more damage. But if you've got some friends or other people that are happy to help you out that really know the game, then go for it. Thank you for watching, and I hope it helps you defeat the final boss. If you have any questions about any of what you've seen, please let me know in the comments below. I'll have a really cool teleporting melee build video coming soon, so I hope to see you there. Enjoy the rest of the cutscene.
The system must be restored.
Okay. What the hell does that mean?
It means wiping everything. Starting over.
Starting over? I thought we were trying to stop that from happening.
We have no choice. The root will destroy everything. For all time.
This is unexpected. I am reluctant to execute.
No. Keep. There's another way. Traveler! On me!
Planetary!